Hello, everyone. So it's SSJSK back with another video. I know it's been a minute since I've made one, but we're going to be doing another tier list. So today we are going to be doing a tier list on the Dragon Ball transformations, specifically just the Saiyan ones today. And for some reason, this does not have I couldn't find a list that had the transformations from Dragon Ball Daima. So I'll probably just kind of like briefly reference them at the end, but we can just get started on what's here so far. So this, I think, is just Goku's base form. I'm not really sure why this is even here as a transformation. So I'm just gonna like skip that, and we're gonna go starting with blue. And blue is a form that has been maligned because it's basically just a recoloring of Super Saiyan. So in terms of the aesthetics, it doesn't really like do too much to stand out, and from that standpoint, but I'm thinking about like how useful it's been in fights. How many fights has Blue won? So technically, I guess Goku and Vegeta beat Frieza. They beat all the fodder in the Universe 6, but they lost to Hit. They lost to Jiren. Definitely didn't beat Goku Black. They didn't really beat Moro either. And it wasn't enough to beat Granola. So I think, honestly, I'm probably going to put Blue in C because aesthetically speaking, it's not the best. Doesn't have a great fighting record. And I don't know, this doesn't really do too much to stand out. So now we have Kaioken Blue, which also isn't the best in terms of its fighting record. But I'm probably going to put it at B just because I like the red and blue streaks that it produces. I just think it looks cooler. This is like a mastered blue. I'm just gonna put this at C because I know this is like the form that Goku takes in the manga when he's fighting Goku Black. But I think it's just like a mastered version of blue, but it doesn't really do much in the manga, and again, it does not look that much different. Vegeta's like blue evolution form, I'm gonna put it at B. I really like the look of it. I like the kind of like the sparkly aesthetic that it has to it. I mean, obviously, like I said, it doesn't really do much in terms of winning because he doesn't really help him that much against Jiren, but hey, it's supposed to be equal to times 20 Kaioken Blue. So I feel like it's fair to put this in the same tier. Ultra Instinct Sign, I'm going to put this at C. I mean, honestly, I really love this design. I think they should have kept Ultra Instinct as this. This should have been what Ultra Instinct looked like. I do think that just the way the base form of Goku with the spiky hair and the aura that it has, I think the aesthetic is just insane. I think it works really well. They all complement each other really well. And on that note, I'm probably going to put Mastered Ultra Instinct at A. Like, I still like this design. I just feel like the gray hair is just doing a bit too much. It's a bit too over designed. But I mean, I'm not really going to hate on it though. Like, it still looks good. Although, like I said, if it was up to me, I would have just kept Ultra Instinct as the form. And base, bro, I don't know why we have base forms here. I want to put this at B. I like this form. We obviously know Broly was doing work in this form. The green tinge just give it a more unique flavor compared to like a normal Super Saiyan. But I mean, I just don't think it does anything to stand out too much. But it's definitely like a good form though. It definitely like looks good. When it comes to Ego Vegeta, I'm probably gonna put this at because he really only has one fight as of right now. And the Super Saiyan 3 thing with the eyebrows does look a bit weird. But I do like the purple hair and the purple aura. And the actual like strengths of the transformation is also pretty cool with him getting stronger the more he gets hurt. Pretty much abusing the Zenkais as a transformation. But aesthetic, I just think it looks weird. So when I look at all of that, I'd probably put it at B. I don't know what this is supposed to be. The false Super Saiyan. Again, I think I like it aesthetically, but it kind of didn't make any sense. It was used once in the movie, so it didn't have that much staying power. So I'm probably just gonna put this at C. Gohan Beast. I'm probably gonna put that at because I like, again, I do think this form's a bit over designed. I don't like the fact that he has gray hair because I think it kind of undermines this form because he doesn't have his own unique look. The way he gains the form is a bit questionable. He does win though, which is something that a lot of these forms don't have. So when I combine all of that, I feel like B is probably appropriate. Again, this is just like the Super Saiyan Force from Dragon Ball Heroes, but yeah, I'm gonna ignore that because I've never really watched Dragon Ball Heroes like well enough to remember what they do. Same thing with this Vegeta image right here. I don't know what this is supposed to be either. So we're just gonna skip to Super Saiyan Rose, which honestly is going in Z. This form is amazing. Wins a lot. Good color scheme. Good character writing. I'm putting that in Z. Original Super Saiyan, definitely going in Z as well. I mean, it's iconic. It's there for a reason. Everything. Like we already know about original Super Saiyan, man. Like it doesn't get any more iconic than that. Mastered Super Saiyan, I'm putting it in like C tier. Like it's there. I like its use in the story. Kind of shows Goku's mastery over the form and kind of how his outside the box thinking is better than Vegeta's. But just in terms of like the design, it's just very basic. Super Vegeta, put in B. Insanely muscle-8. Like it looks like this is just hilarious when you consider that this is supposed to be an anime about martial arts. Because like this type of muscle mass is just not really conducive to fighting. But I do think the design is, despite that, looks pretty cool. We just didn't spend that much time with it. Like he literally only used it against Semi-Perfect Cell and against the Cell Juniors, and then we never saw this form ever again. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I'm putting this in A tier. Again, iconic. This was built upon, actually defeats a main villain, which is something that, again, not most of these transformations haven't done. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I'm putting this in A. This is literally my favorite transformation, and if it was just based off of aesthetics or the hype beastiness or what I thought of it, it would literally be its own tier. But I have to be fair. This form is pretty much never won a canon fight, is not very conducive in actual battle because it doesn't last that long. So I can't, without any biases, put this any higher than A. The Great Ape, like Golden Ozaru, I never really fucked with it. I thought it looked kind of weird. I get the concept of it. I get why it's important, but still, it just does not look right to me. Super Saiyan 4, EZZ, unique form, actually makes sense. It's probably one of the only transformations that Goku gets that doesn't require like any type of like anger or like unique type of like circumstance. And this is a form that is like technically should be theoretically possible to like any Saiyan. So, and I just think it looks cool. And it actually does get some wins. He defeats Baby, defeats Android 17, even though that's not how he gets the final blow. So I'm putting that in Z. Super Saiyan God, Goku. I'm putting that in. I'm probably gonna put that in B as well. Just because I'm not gonna lie, this form reminds me a little too much of Kaioken. Even though obviously, again, the good aura, the way that it's unlocked is unique. But again, you really only saw it like what, twice? Like once against Beerus and then once against that tag team with Hit when they were fighting Universe 11 characters. So it just doesn't have that much staying power. Ozaru, probably put this in D. Again, important form. You know why it's there. It's definitely more of a presence in early Dragon Ball than in Dragon Ball Z, or definitely not Dragon Ball Super, but it's still iconic though. And then Super Trunks put in D for obvious reasons. I mean, over designed, way too muscly, form's kind of useless. There's just basically like what, no point in using it in battle. So, and then these other forms are just non-canon. Actually, that I'm not saying non-canon because technically we have GT and freaking this movie transformation here. But these other forms are either base forms or from medias that I have not really watched well enough to have any opinion on them. So that's kind of my tier list for the transformations. So that's my video for today. Let me know if you made it to the end of this video. I want to thank you for that, and just let me know what other Dragon Ball topics you'd be interested in watching. And most importantly of all, remember to have a good day.